Hey there, yeah you watching this video. I want to show you how to make some money in real estate. Just pay some attention to this video that I'm about to make, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you the secrets of how we do it. First, we want to go ahead and get you away from poverty thinking mentality. See, right now there's a lot of people who want to go ahead and buy things that they don't need to impress people they don't know with money they don't have. And doing that, you're going to get yourself in trouble with debt. From hanging out with certain people, I realized that the rich do certain things that the poor don't do. And the rich, what they do is that they go ahead and invest their money before they go out and spend it. And I want to go ahead and show you some techniques that we're using to build some wealth. They work great. Just pay attention. Rule number one, I want you to go ahead and stop spending money. Instead of spending money, go ahead and grab a piece of your check and save it so that you can have some leverage for future deals that come up in real estate. And not just real estate, future deals that come out in other businesses. The only way to succeed is to having cash at hand so you can go ahead and invest in other businesses. But more importantly, real estate. And here's an example of how you do it. Let's say, for example, you're making $2,000 per month. What I would like you guys to do is grab $500 and save it, right? You do that, you save $500 for a year, it's about $6,000. And if you do the math, in 5 years, you're gonna have $30,000 saved up if you save $500 a month, right? $30,000. A lot of people go out and get a car and pay $500 a month for 5 years, and they just get the car. But the car is not gonna make you any money. On the contrary, it's gonna make you spend money. It's gonna be a liability because you're gonna have to put money into it for gas. You're gonna have to buy insurance for it. It might break down, so you have to buy some stuff that you need to fix. When in reality, you should be grabbing that money, saving it, and having it saved up so when opportunities come up. Now we're at the stage where you have $30,000 saved up. Now with that, that's leverage. Of course, you need good credit to buy a home. So what I would recommend is getting a credit card, simple credit card, but I would say getting it backed by a bank. So for example, I would say whatever, it's called a secured credit card. So don't go ahead and get a credit card where they give you $3,000 limit. What I would recommend is if you go ahead and get a credit card where whatever you have on the bank, they'll loan to you. The reason why is because if you have that in the bank, you can pay that credit card off right away and you won't get yourself in any trouble. Once you've done that, over the years you're building your credit, you're gonna go ahead and grab those $30,000 that you have saved up and you're gonna go ahead and invest in some property. Personally, what I would recommend, instead of buying a property and living in it, I would recommend that you buy a property and rent it out to somebody. And I'll give you some scenarios of how you can create some wealth doing that. Let's say, for example, you bought a house for $200,000, okay? Your mortgage is about $1,300. What you can do, instead of living in the property, is renting it out, right? You're gonna rent it out, and you're gonna make about $200-300 profit on it. So here's the key of creating wealth. You're not gonna be paying for that house. That house will pay for itself with the renters. And not only is the house going to pay for itself, you're also going to generate anywhere from $200 to $300 to even $500 of profit from the house that you can go ahead and take home. Now, you can go ahead and do whatever you want with that money. It's cash flow. But remember, you still have to pay taxes and you still might have to pay some repairs to come up in the house. So what I would recommend is saving it also for your next deal and buy more properties with that. Now, once you've done that, you have the house, your renters are paying for it, and you're getting some cash flow. You're saving your money. Now, let's say you make an extra $500. You save it for another 5 years. You can get another property, a couple properties, right? But the key thing is to make sure that you delay gratification, because we're going to go ahead and have that money disposable and we're going to want to spend it. But in reality, you should be saving it so you can go ahead and make more money from that. Okay? Now, here's how you're going to generate wealth another way. And that your renters are paying for your mortgage and you're making money on it. Over the years, your house is going to generate equity. For those of you guys that don't know what equity is, for example, if you get a house for $200,000 and the market goes up and your house now goes up in value to $300,000, that means that there's a $100,000 spread that you just made if you were to sell that house. Now, you can do a couple things. You can either hold on to it and just cash out on the renters and have that money for residual money, or you can have somebody sell your home and make $100,000 profit on that house. Now, wouldn't you want to make $100,000? I mean, I think I would. But if you're looking at a more long term and you're looking to be in the real estate game for a longer period of time, holding it would be a good idea also. That way you can generate money whether you work or not. That's what we call residual money. It's working whether you work or not. It doesn't call you sick. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't take 10-minute breaks. People live in a house, you're getting paid. That's called time freedom, and that's called creating wealth. See, a lot of people right now think that you have to go ahead and trade time for dollars to make a living, when in reality you don't have to do that. There's other ways to make money without you having to work. Yeah, at first you're gonna have to work very, very hard for the first couple years, but once you've done it and set up a system, set up your own little business or company, and it's up and running, you won't have to work so hard. Matter of fact, you won't even have to put that much time because your system's going to be generating money for you. And that's what I want to go ahead and share with you guys, because there's a lot of information out there that we're not seeking. I know there's a lot of people out there right now hungry. I know there's a lot of people out there struggling. I know that there's a lot of people that I can go ahead and help. Not only me, but you can go on YouTube and find other videos of how you can generate wealth through real estate. But be careful. Make sure that they're telling you the right thing, and do your due diligence as well. I hope this video has helped some of you guys. I hope you guys want to make a killing in real estate. The market is big enough for all of us. Let's go out and have fun. Let's go out and live life. Peace.